All right, Shalom. Want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai. We give double honors to our apostles and elders, which are the apostles and elders that rule the great millstone that have been set up through faith to help seal the elect that the Lord is bringing in. All right, we're at the time of great redemption, the year of death, destruction, and diligence. Okay, so things are going to start showing themselves. You already had judgment come down upon Tazamah, ex-GMS member that was talking, and I remember that days, man. They were getting real prideful. They were talking all this head, and it took years. That's why I gotta give me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because it took years for that judgment to hit the pipe, man. And the Most High was probably giving dude chances the whole time, man. Send him in little signals and shit. Probably had him stubbing his toe, different shit wasn't going his way. Extra, it's like when you fall out of the truth, it's real worse, because then you're gonna have extra shit fuck up with you. You're already under the curses, but then you're gonna have some extra shit come upon you because you fell and you took your hand off the plow, man.
6 and 11, right?
8 and 11.
Okay, 8 and 11.
All right. So we're just gonna go, go into some little judgment, pride. I mean, just touch on those things, because you even got guys who constantly don't want to use the Lord's name. We're coming to the times we're gonna need that name. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. And what's the main wisdom and knowledge that we have is the name, the true name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Right.
That's our main wisdom and knowledge, and everything else is coming after that, man. And Yahushua said, believe upon me, as the scriptures have said. And out of thy belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. And that water is the truth and the knowledge. So first things first, you got to believe in the Lord, man. So if you believe in him, you're going to use his name.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in him, then you ain't going to use his name. Because IUIC, shit, they believe in that Christ.
Right.
They're out there yelling that shit, man. What's the difference between you and one of them crazy apocalyptic preachers out there with the cardboard things on, and them yelling in Christ and repent? It's madness, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
And that's what guys, especially you see with this situation now with Tazamah. He was set in his ways. He fell out the truth, and he went back into the world, and he thought everything was cool and kosher.
Right.
Nothing was gonna happen. He was set in his ways so much that he didn't go out no more. He didn't go push the truth. He was using back in the world, doing whatever you're doing. Because if you ain't pushing the truth, what are you doing?
Right.
He might have slipped up, started eating pork again. Who knows what the world to do, man? That's why we got to constantly stay in this, man. That's why the Most High sets up a camp for us. It also says he'll hide you under his pavilion. This is part of that pavilion, to be under this banner of the truth. And it's not the fact of, oh, you want to GMS or you want to this. Or you're under that spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because the situation when the spirit fell upon men that was outside of the initial camp, and the elders got mad, and it says, don't forbade them, man, to prophesy. If they're coming under that name, what are we to forbade?
Right.
Go out there, do the work, and seal the elect. So we can go home. That's what the main goal of this thing. We're not. You think we want to be here 50, 60 years down the line?
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about, wait. That's why it says give him no rest. Till we make Jerusalem a praise. Right. So we got to be on this work, constantly doing it, so we can send up that sweet savor to the Lord's nose. Okay? So he can hurry up and take pleasure in us and come and get us up out of here. That we be in that number, Lord willing. If you want to read that for me again, huh?
All right. It's because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Not executed quickly.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men,
the minds, the hearts of men,
is fully set in them to do evil.
To go back into the world. And what is evil? The breaking of the law, statutes, and commandments. So they turn their back on the word and they go back into doing wickedness. A little bit more on that.
God, this say, though a sinner do evil 100 times, in his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it is. Surely I know it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before Him.
And what's part of the fear? Fearing His name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fear the Lord's word. When you say you fear His laws, you fear His words beyond His name. You fear His words beyond His name. The name is His initial. That's His this is His. That's Himself, man. You got to fear Him and His word. And He also says the commandments. That's not life, man. That's not what's going to give us salvation, man.
Right.
Following it to the best of our abilities is just showing the Most High that we're trying, because He says in the twinkling of an eye we're going to be changed.
Right. So we're going to be keeping the laws perfectly in the kingdom any damn way.
That's a constellation. That's a constellation prize.
Right. It's gonna be second nature.
The Most High said, look, now, this time, don't worry about keeping the laws like that.
Right.
I'm finna just program them into you.
Uh-huh.
Them stony hearts, finna take them out, just like you remodel something.
Uh-huh.
What happens when you remodel something? You break
all of the contaminants, toxins, and all of that, and all of the chip paint and all that it's just taken out.
Yep. You strip the floors.
Right. And all new furniture, all new wallpaper, all new drywall is.
Yep.
So we're gonna get that fleshly heart, man.
Yeah. Con. That's what we waiting on, man. But
right.
These guys want to get it now. They want to get it now, and it ain't got by salvation yet. You know. Go ahead, Doc.
Let's see. It say, I'm gonna say, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh.
See, our life is a shadow in this thing. That's why it says just for the day. You know, just for the day. It's just the Most High allows you to go to the day. It's like every time I wake up in the morning, it's just like a shock, man. You know, it's always like in this truth, you just always gotta think like that. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I'm awake. Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, to the next one.
Yeah, and I'm always thinking when I go to sleep, man, or when I'm just laying down in the bed, man, I'll be thinking that the UN troops and all that will come and bust in my door, and I'm like, hey, if it's that time, hey, let it happen.
You know, we gotta keep that's the mentality that we're in. We're in that just for the day spirit, that AA mindset. We're in that just for the day. Just like when you wake up, you hit them knees, man. And you thank the Lord every time you go to camp.
Yep.
And the Lord allows you to go to camp, make it home from camp. We're out there in the elements, man. Just like in Colombia, there was a shooting up there. Right? There was a shooting last night. Up downtown. Wow. We were just up in Colombia holding camp. And they were shooting at 2 cars were shooting back and forth at each other.
Hey, man.
And the Lord,
how shot, man, they kept us safe.
Yeah,
safe,
that's
man.
why we say Barakatha Yahweh shot, because we were just holding camp up there.
Right.
And then that transpired. It couldn't have transpired while we were there.
Right.
But we were around that area at the same time, man. And the Lord kept us through. That's why we think even when you return from camp, man, and you get to do this beautiful truth and knowledge, man, it's a blessing, man. But then you got guys who don't want to pray and thank that Yahweh Shem Yahshai by using his name. This shouldn't even be. I mean, it's crazy. It's an issue, man. That's why it says my yoke is easy to them that understand, that's been given that knowledge, man. You don't even see a problem with it. To us, what do we say? We say Lord willing on everything, man.
Right.
Go, keep going, huh?
It say there is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked.
Jump to 2 Peter 3:9.
All right. All right, this is the book of 2 Peter 3:9. It says, Yahweh is not slack concerning his promise. As
Most
some
High's
men
not
count slackness.
Most High's not slack, man. Concerning what promise? The promise of us getting up out of here. The promise of salvation.
Now I see why these dudes don't call on the name now. They don't call on the name, but because in the back of their mind, they like, well, he ain't came back yet.
Yeah. He ain't
He
coming.
ain't came back yet, so why call on him?
Yeah.
Do you?
He ain't really. They might not even really believe. They might believe to the fact of why. Why this truth is so heavy, because it's spiritual and faith mixed, or it's having physical proof and then spiritual things mixed. Go ahead, what you saying?
But they forgot what Solomon said. He said if in 2 Chronicles it says if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves. So basically, if all of Israel, even the scoffers, was in a right damn mind,
we be home right now.
Turn east, face east, pray in the name, in the true name. We would be in the kingdom right now.
You know what? I was just thinking about this too, because you know why? Jake, especially the people that are coming to Israel or been in Israel or doing the Israel thing and subscribing to be an Israelite, right?
Yeah.
They'll believe, let's say with Nate and them, right? Why they believe they're Israelite? Because you can have proof for that. We got the slavery signs. We got different articles. We got different things that you can actually tangibly say, oh, well, damn, yeah, we did go on the slave ships. But going into that name, that name is a faith thing. Because the elders, the Spirit put up on the apostles and elders to go into that name and to break that name down. Because what do you have? You have what? You have the Tetragrammaton out there. You have the Yahweh doctrine. You know,